There's a battle taking place inside you right now. No one can see it. The people around you may see your smile, hear your laughter, admire your accomplishments, or assume that everything is going well. But beneath the surface, there is a war that cannot be captured by a camera or measured by success. It is the battle between faith and fear, hope and despair, peace and anxiety, truth and the lies you have believed for years. Many people spend their entire lives trying to conquer the world while losing the battle within themselves. But history has taught us something remarkable. The greatest kingdoms have not fallen because of enemies outside their walls. They fell because of what happened inside. Pride, fear, corruption, and division destroyed what no army could. The human heart is no different. Long before your actions shape your future, your thoughts shape your actions. Everything begins in the unseen. A dream, a fear, a belief, a decision. That is why the greatest battle you will ever fight is invisible. It happens in your mind, in your heart, and in the quiet moments when no one else is watching. Every morning, before you speak your first word, your mind has already started a conversation with itself. Sometimes it says, "You can do this." Other times it whispers, "You're not enough." One voice calls you toward purpose, the other pulls you back into fear. The frightening part is that both voices can sound like your own. Not every thought deserves your trust. Just because you think something doesn't make it true. Fear often disguises itself as wisdom. Doubt pretends to be realism. Pride calls itself confidence. Comfort disguises itself as peace. If we never question the voices inside us, we can spend years obeying thoughts that were never meant to lead us. Ancient philosophers understood this long before modern psychology existed. They believed that true freedom was never about controlling the world around you. It was about mastering yourself. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can choose how you respond. You cannot stop every storm from arriving, but you can decide whether that storm will shape your character or steal your peace. Life is less about what enters your mind and more about what you allow to remain there. Think about a garden. No gardener expects flowers to grow without care. If the garden is ignored, weeds appear naturally. The mind works the same way. If you do not intentionally plant truth, gratitude, wisdom, and hope, fear will gladly take their place. Negativity requires no invitation. It simply grows wherever attention is absent. Perhaps that is why so many people feel exhausted, not because life is impossible, but because they have been fighting invisible battles without realizing where the battle is actually taking place. Some people believe their greatest enemy is another person. Others think it is their circumstances, their finances, their past, their failures. But often the greatest enemy is the story they continue telling themselves. I'll never change. I'm too broken. I'm too old. I'm too late. No one cares. These sentences become invisible prisons. The walls cannot be seen, yet they limit everything. Scripture reminds us to guard our hearts because everything we do flows from them. It also teaches us to renew our minds rather than conform to the patterns of this world. These words are not simply religious advice. They reveal a timeless truth. Transformation begins on the inside long before it appears on the outside. A changed mind creates a changed life. This is why prayer is so powerful. Prayer is not merely asking God to change our circumstances. Sometimes prayer changes us before it changes anything around us. It softens a heart hardened by disappointment. It replaces panic with peace. It reminds us that we are not carrying life's burdens alone. The world teaches us to fight harder. God often teaches us to surrender first. That sounds like weakness until you understand what surrender truly means. It is not giving up. It is letting go of the illusion that you must control everything. Some battles cannot be won through force. They are won through trust. Have you ever noticed how fear loves the future? It constantly asks, what if? What if you fail? What if they reject you? What if things never improve? Faith asks a different question. What if God is already making a way? The future has not happened yet fear convinces us to suffer for events that may never come. How many nights have been stolen by worries that never became reality? How much joy has been sacrificed because of imagined disasters? Peace begins when we stop giving tomorrow permission to steal today. Comparison is a silent thief. It convinces you that you're behind, when in reality, you're simply on a different path. Stop measuring your life against someone else's highlight reel. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. And remember, true strength isn't found in never struggling. It's found in choosing faith over fear, hope over doubt, and peace over worry, one day at a time. If this message spoke to your heart, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who may need this encouragement today, and subscribe for more messages of faith, hope, and inspiration.